Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm here at Rivian in Illinois, where we went to the auto show. We met some of the representatives from Rivian, and they said, listen, if you drive it, if you look at it, you're going to love it. So this is what we're going to find out. This is my first time ever looking at the Rivian. This is the R1T model, which is the pickup truck. And we're also going to be looking at the SUV later on. And I have a friend of mine with me, Mike. Why don't you come on in?
You got it.
Mike's seen Rivian before. He sat in one, right?
Yes.
Or you driven one? Have you driven one?
I've been in one. I have not driven one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've been walking around it. A lot of stuff that's very, very impressive about the brand. And we're going to try to do it together. We're going to discover it, what it's all about. First of all, you know, it is a pickup truck.
Yes.
It is a little bit different than, you know, the regular internal combustion engine.
A lot different.
A lot different.
Yeah. But it has the same type of, like the capabilities. I don't know. Like,
Well,
I'm pretty impressed.
Who do you think they're aiming for as far as the clientele?
The clientele on this, I mean, somebody that doesn't want to spend, you know, $1,000 a week on gas.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you know,
I mean, it isn't.
with the amount of power that it has and the capacity and all that stuff that we've learned. So, I mean, so far, like, this is comparable to.
It's a powerful truck.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it made for, like, you know, businesses, somebody that has a contracting business? So is it more for people like, to me, it looks like more for the outdoorsy people that like to have the freedom of putting stuff in the back, you know, taking off the beaten path. Because I mean, I know it's got some good capacities, but the bed at 4.5 feet long, that's really not a pickup bed.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna do what I think most people want it to do, right? I mean, I think the guy that's using this truck is probably not a general contractor. What I mean by that is he's not carrying, you know, full sheets of plywood, you know,
That's what I was getting.
20 feet of rebar in his truck, right?
Maybe that's the boss's car.
I think this is the boss's car.
Oh,
This is the
okay,
boss's
okay,
car.
now we got it.
Yeah, this is
So-
a professional's car.
That's it. So let's talk about this particular one. So this is the Rivian blue color, right?
Right. He told us that it was the color of the robots.
At the factory.
Yeah, so it's kind of like a.
Cool as that, right?
yeah.
And the factory is actually right here in Illinois.
That's right. That's
In
right.
Normal, Illinois.
Right here in the United States, my friend.
So pickup truck, let's take a look. It has a.
Do you remember
front.
what?
hang on. I got it. Oh,
Remember,
where's the
to your
front?
left. All right, you got
There
it.
you go.
All right, so here's
It
the
opens
front.
up. So there's a front. The first thing when I open this, you know, what I've noticed is the quality of the materials that's
Yeah.
used.
Yeah.
And it's really, you know, above, you know, a lot of other manufacturers. It's also insulated. So you can actually put stuff in it. I don't know if you can get a close up of it, but you can actually put stuff in it and, you know, put some ice in it.
Yeah.
Underneath here, of course, you can't, I don't think it would be a good idea to have a charger.
Oh, it's got like a little drain plugs down here.
yeah, it's got a drain. plug.
Okay. Yeah, I think you showed me that earlier, but
Yeah.
and there's a charging cable and all that.
Have a party. All right.
The,
So
fit, the
that's
fit
it.
and finish is honestly like the first thing that I'm most impressed with is like the attention to the fit and finish, like the detail. Like even we're just looking here at the front,
Right.
and the front looks better. Like
I think
put
so.
better. It's put together very well.
Oh, look, it's got the Rivian logo
Yeah.
in here. All right. How do you, you close it? Push the button back again, right?
What's this over here? Before you close it though,
What?
I was looking at this earlier.
Oh, the windshield
I
washer.
don't have my. Oh, this is for windshield wipers.
Yep.
I don't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see it.
Put some windshield
So
washer
windshield washer fluid,
Yep.
storage, plenty of storage. Really, I mean, you can really put
Well, that's in addition, of course, to what's going on in the bed.
right.
But you can probably put like a suitcase in here.
And then what about the headlights? Because remember he was telling us about the headlights, the
Yeah.
dynamic adventure lighting.
Yeah. I mean, so that can be dimmed, right? They can be adjusted as far as based on the driving condition.
Right.
So if somebody's coming, you know, ahead of you, or like, so you don't blind them, it's going to kind of dim.
Yeah.
And it also has the high beams here. I really like the 4 individual
Yeah.
lenses, basically.
Which you
that-
said earlier, it could be like if you take it off road or camping or something, it could use
like a spotlight.
like spotlights. Exactly. Exactly.
Sure. And this
Get
is
some
what
tow
this-
hooks.
Oh yeah,
tow hooks in the front.
recovery hooks. Now, does it have a set of? Oh, look at this! It's got skid plates. They're plastic though.
Yeah, but like look at the undercarriage even, man. It's like this is like a Ferrari, like the way it like looks
Wow.
underneath.
Well, I'm gonna get a shot of this, you know, too. Front view, front facing camera.
Yeah.
So you get the trail camera,
Yeah.
recovery hooks.
I like it,
pretty
man.
cool.
I really do. I really do like
And
really the whole design of it, the aesthetics of it.
so this is what threw me off first time I saw it. To be honest with you, I wasn't crazy about the Rivian the look of it.
Right.
Just because it's different. It's very unique, and it's something that you can definitely see. Like if you look at the rear view mirror and you look at these lights, you know what's following you. Of
know
course,
it's a
if you're, of course, if you know what Rivian is, but that's very unique. It's very different than any of the other brands that I've seen.
Yeah.
What else is cool about it, Mike? Look, it sits so high. It's, I mean, it's at 14 inches right now of the ground clearance. This is crazy. 14 inches.
14 inches.
So I think Jeep Wrangler comes standard with about 10 inches of ground clearance on that. And, you know,
so you can,
mine is lifted up. So mine probably has about 14 inches of ground clearance. But this one, the standard ones get about.
Yeah, look at the tires though, Matt.
And it is an adjustable suspension. So you can lower it to about 8 inches and go up from there. And the wheels, you know, I like the wheels.
I mean, I like the fact, first off, that, I mean, they put a high quality tire in there, right? So Pirelli Scorpion 275, 65 series. Is it 65?
Yep, 65 on
20-inch wheel. Solid. I mean, I like I love the paint scheme. That's the one thing too that I love about what Rivian has done. They've tied in like these small accent colors, like even around, like, remember we saw the logo on the other one at the car show?
It looks like it's almost illuminated.
Exactly. It does. And it's really appealing.
The tire size, probably about 32 inches, like an old diameter. If you look at this, tons of technology, you know, in this car. This is an electric vehicle. This is what they've been doing, like putting tons of technology. But this one in particular, I think I like that.
What about the, check this out. You showed me this earlier and I like that.
You almost forget that. This is cool.
And then we had a little bit of a conversation of why we think Rivian put it up in the front.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think we can agree again. I mean, you know, being able to pull forward into a charging port
makes
versus
sense.
having to back it in, or like there's to me personally as a consumer, like I think that's really convenient.
Well, of course, you know, there's a drawback of it too, right? You pull in, that's fine, but now you have to
get it back out. I guess it is.
So, well, but I think if you see it, what's going on, if there's any malfunction with the charger, I don't know. I've never like really charged the electric car. I don't know if it shows anything on the dashboard.
I will one day.
Yeah.
I don't own an electric vehicle, but I would definitely consider buying this truck. I can tell you that much. I like that. I just like the way, like, even like the illumination around the button here.
No, that's cool too.
Like, you know, I mean,
little details.
But you know what I mean? Like why somebody thought about that? Like, hey, let's put a little illuminated light around that. I think that's wise. That's you said that was to eject the charger, right?
Yeah.
So I just think it's great. And then look, just a little swipe over over that sensor there, and it closes right back up.
And look at this technology. Look at the cameras here.
Yeah.
Now it's got the camera right here. It's got a camera right here. I believe this might be a sensor, right? Kind of like, you know, on Tesla, you can see what's going on in the back. I mean, maybe that's the same thing. We'll see how I would drive it. Overall, the aesthetics of it, I think it's a big plus. I like the shape of it. And one of the other things that I was really impressed with, well, before we get inside, you know, let's kind of continue.
Yeah, that's where it gets really, really sweet.
Yeah, well, this,
to be honest with you,
has this.
All right, check this out. This is so I'm going to be honest with you. And when we came in, the first thing I know, right? The first thing I asked him was, "Hey, show me the the whole grill thing," because this thing actually, and correct me if I'm wrong, you can get a grill attachment or a grill.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So
got it.
That. Also, it's got the power inside, so you got the 12 volt.
Dude, I'm like literally crawling.
Mike, once you get in there,
I can crawl in there.
Yeah, I'll close you in there.
You know, but probably don't want to do that on video though.
Listen, I had a good dinner.
Yeah. You ate too much. You ate too much pierogi the other day.
But here's another thing. You can open this up for an additional storage. Okay. And I don't even know what this is.
It's clever, man. Like, for real, like they're taking advantage of every single square inch of the vehicle. Oh, that's dope.
What is it?
It's like an air pump?
Oh, automotive Formula tire sealer. So this is a fix-a-flat. Oh, and this is the attachment for your compressor.
I love it.
Air compressor.
I love it. And it's got the 12 volt in there. I can see the 12 volt.
Well, no, the air compressor is actually, the 12 volt is there.
Oh, so
air compressor is here.
Air compressor's back there. Okay, gotcha.
Well, this is just me
right.
making stuff up as I go, I think, right?
I don't know everything about this car. So
neither do I. But
I'm learning as I go here.
But this is very cool because a lot of times if you go off-road,
right,
if you go on sand, if you go on the loose terrain, you lower the pressure in your tires.
Yeah, of course.
So you do that, to get a better grip, better traction on it. And then you have to, fill it back up.
Right.
I think can that do that? You think?
I think so.
Or is
you
it
can
more
shake your head yes or no? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, it has all of the features built into the bed. We'll get to it right now.
All right.
Does this thing open too, or is just stationary? Okay, so this stays closed. Okay, gotcha.
So this one, and then you can step on it too. If you want to grab this bike off the rack, you can step out on the other
What do
side.
you weigh, about 250, 300?
Listen, gentlemen, don't talk about that, right? But yeah, it's definitely has, you know, a usage for it.
It does.
It's not something.
Well, I mean, also too, like, you know, if I got like a bike up there, I'm trying to clear something off of me, you can see the bike that they have up there now. Plus, by the way, like the roof racks themselves, like I think there's a lot of SUVs and trucks out there. Like, first off, how many trucks actually have a roof rack? Now that I think about it, do you know another pickup truck that actually has a mounted roof rack on top?
Good point. But no, I can't think of like standard. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can
the domestics and trucks, Nissans, like all those trucks that are out there. There is none, I don't think.
No.
And I might be wrong. So forgive me, YouTube and social media if I'm wrong. But so I know this one has it though. And I know it's adjustable.
Does it say?
I like the color though. Like I like the way they chose the brush, like the brushed silver finish.
Right.
Again, just those little details right there. Even like back here, like if you looked at top, it allows for air to flow down. I'm assuming for coefficiency
So too. I mean,
of drag, right? Isn't that what we learned yesterday?
Yeah, and let's talk about it too.
This is nice, man.
Not about the drag coefficiency, but let's talk about the performance of it.
Okay.
Because this is pretty cool too, right?
Okay.
So this particular one is a 2-motor combination.
Right.
It's got 585 horsepower.
Right. So just under 600 horsepower.
Yeah. Crazy, right? I mean, that's fast.
600 horsepower is what we used to dream about having, you know, back in the day. Now it's available on anything.
I'm still like,
it's available on this.
Listen, you know, and you know my take on EVs. You know, I'm not like crazy about them, but
Right.
I appreciate them for
I'm getting crazy about it.
So here's another thing. You get the performance update on this.
Right.
You get up to like 660 horsepower.
Yeah.
You get the tri-motor.
So that's what, so the tri-motor.
No, tri-motor is going to get you 850.
Up
So
to
you get this one and you get the performance software update
Right.
that gives you that extra
No kidding.
60 horsepower.
Okay.
And you can get a tri-motor one that it's going to get you like 850.
Is that accurate? Are we're good on that? Okay.
Yeah.
And then they said that
The quad motor's coming.
spring, there might be a quad motor coming out. It's
Yeah.
not, but shh,
And now, folks, okay.
don't tell anyone.
So please, just do me a favor, whoever buys that Rivian, you know, don't drive 65 miles up the side of the mountain. That's really dangerous. I mean, this is my concern. Like with the,
Yeah.
we talked about
Yeah.
it, right? My concern with electric vehicles, they have so much power, they have so much torque,
Right.
And
And that goes for any vehicle, really, I think.
True,
right?
but you know, if the wrong person gets, you know, if I get in the Jeep and
Yeah.
it's a 2-liter engine,
Yeah.
it's got 200.
you know it's
horsepower,
you know its potential, right? You know what it's going to do.
You get 1,000 horsepower on the quad motor, and you get up on top of the mountain, and you floor it, you're in danger.
Buddy, it's gonna light them up. I mean, it's
But
gonna go hard.
Listen,
let's see.
we
Let's
gotta
check
keep
out
on
this
going.
bed. Let's check out this.
Love that. No,
Listen,
love-
that's that
that
right
one.
there. I'm gonna be honest with you. There's not a better looking set of headlights
Rivian.
and brake lights, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're very
on a vehicle.
too. R1T, that's what we're looking at right now. They have a tow hitch, 11,000 pounds. which is
11,000
great.
pounds.
Now, I'd be curious. I'm just playing devil's advocate. I would wonder what it does to the range of the vehicle. Like, remember when they did the towing with the Ford F-150?
Yes. Yes.
And it went from 300 miles to 60 miles
Yeah,
or something like
yeah.
that, something ridiculous.
Yeah.
I'm sure the fact that I just don't know how much. Maybe we'll put it like in the description.
Yeah,
Stuff because
and I think a
they'll
lot
be-
of the vehicles when they set them up, this is from random stuff that I've read. You guys could check me on this. I might be wrong, but
Yeah, press the button.
press the button. Why not?
Push the button. Boom.
A lot of them run at like that 50 to 70% capacity. So there's some reduction, right, to the output
I'm pretty sure. I mean,
because it doesn't need really, if you think about it, Matt, it doesn't need 600 horsepower to pull 11,000 pounds. You just got to have enough torque to get it moving. Once you get it moving, inertia takes place, right? Everything starts moving forward.
But with everything, the more the more pressure, not the more pressure, but more load you put on it,
Right.
the less the rent's going to be. So
Yeah.
that's normal, right?
I guess you're
It's going to reduce it. Anyways, let's take a look at the bed because
Yes.
this video is going to be 2 hours long.
No, that's okay.
I'm doing.
Yeah.
So
We don't want
here's
to do that to
a
your
couple,
viewers.
couple things about the bed right here. So
I'm
you can
enjoying
open
this, by the way,
one.
Matt. This is cool.
And this one has, look
Okay.
at this. It's got a full-size
Right.
spare tire. I like it.
Right. So this
same-
is on the off-road package he was telling us earlier, right?
Yeah.
Right.
You
So
go
this
through-
isn't standard, but the well is there. So if you wanted to add like an aftermarket wheel or whatnot, you could put it in there. But
you can have it. So that's a lot of manufacturers don't even offer a spare tire.
That is true.
Some of them they
a lot
offer
of
it
those
at the
too are
bottom.
run flats. Yeah. Like
Okay.
on the one that I drive, the car I drive, it has a run flat. You have zero spare, right?
Here's that air compressor. So this is on that side.
Okay.
So you attach that hose that we had over there. To
Oh,
the
that's
circle.
new. I like that, man.
Okay, on the other side.
Actually, we didn't see that earlier.
I did.
Yeah.
You know, you
What is this over there?
weren't paying attention. This is the power outlets. Open it up.
Check it out.
So it's got like 2 household power outlets.
Oh, that's nice, man.
Yeah. So you can.
So these are like what? These are DC, like just 120. Is my math right there? Yeah. So I mean, you can really do.
and this is all nicely lined too. And look.
I love it, man. I really do. Now, why didn't you show me that earlier? I didn't.
It's got a power because I want you to be surprised too. You know.
I am surprised. I'm actually really surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, think about like in the car business. We've been in the car business all our lives. How much money did we used to upcharge or ask for customers to get even just a mechanical one?
Yeah.
This thing already comes with it built in.
And well, so
Oh, you just
one
press the
thing
button,
is-
right?
Nope. No, it only goes one way.
Oh, so you press the button for it to go down.
Wait.
It's a manual up.
Manual.
I like this.
That's pretty cool. But look at this. So you have a camera right here.
Right.
You have a third brake light. This is all aerodynamic.
Right.
So this is, the air passes through, flows
Right.
really nicely through it.
And then, hey, you got those cargo hooks back here too.
You got the car.
You want to strap down something in the back?
Yeah.
Camping
Hey,
gear.
Can you open this up on the other side?
On this side?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to press the
Push
button.
Yeah. Look at this. So it's got a tunnel through here. You can fit a buddy in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of space in there. I mean, in reality, I'm about 5'11". If I didn't have my jacket on, I mean, and realistically, I could fit entirely inside this thing.
Hey, don't give people an idea. All right. Well,
I love this thing, man.
I do too. I mean,
You know what I'm noticing too, Matt, is like the paint has a real nice pearl finish.
Sparkle.
Yeah, it's got a nice pearl flake in it.
I've seen that.
Real
too.
pretty.
And
How we looking on time, Matt?
let's take a look at the inside. Let's do it. Man, so
Hey, this is where this is my favorite part.
I know. And first thing that we noticed is the quality of the materials used. I think it's far above, any other manufacturer in the space that has, this type of material. Now, okay,
Yeah.
here, Mike, what do they call it?
The what?
What do they call it?
What do they call what?
The material that they use.
Oh, this is well, it's vegan.
It's a synthetic.
It's synthetic.
Synthetic.
It's
material,
vegan, so it means that
it looks like leather.
they didn't use it. They didn't use animals to make this. Which, hey, I appreciate that. I do. But
well,
what
the
I
cow's got to die anyways. you
well,
know?
and for consumption, I get it. But
Yeah.
listen, I mean, I'm sensitive to that. Like my daughter is an animal lover, and I'm an animal lover, so I respect this. But here's what I like most about this, right?
Yeah.
When I look at the interior of this vehicle, it's bespoke. This is something that I feel like this is something I would find inside of
High-end vehicle.
high-end vehicle. And this is a high-end vehicle, but
What's
like,
the price on it? Let's touch on that.
well, so I think it starts
about
at out
69
about
grand.
60,000 or
$70,000 for the truck and about 75 for the
right.
SUV.
But I thought he was saying it was under 60 to start. Right or wrong?
69,000.
Okay, so say, all right, so I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
So, so 69 to start,
Okay.
75 for the SUV,
Okay.
and then you can build it off from there.
Okay, got it,
Obviously,
got
different
it.
capacities, different batteries. So it's actually, if you think about it, we're saying high-end vehicle, like
Right.
Porsche or something. And Porsche doesn't start at $60,000.
I wish they did. I wish they did, man.
But it starts at a lot more.
No, and here's the thing. What we learned the other day at the Chicago Auto Show is everything is more expensive than it was. So when I look at the value of
true.
this truck compared to what I saw out there, this thing by far, it dominates.
Yeah.
It dominates that price segment.
Here, let's talk about this interior for a second because it has a lot of cool options. And you know what? I'm gonna push some buttons. How about that? Can we do that?
You push buttons all day long, Matt. All day long, you're pushing
All right,
buttons.
well, we're pushing. I know I'm pushing somebody's buttons too, but well, here's the interior. What do you think?
It's really really nice. I really like this. It's very spacious too. There's a lot of room down here for your legs. I'm not taller than you, but
No, I got plenty of space.
Yeah.
I
Super
don't feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I like this. I mean, this is all like kind of this synthetic material. I'm not gonna call it leather. It's like,
no, but it's got nice stitching to it.
Yeah.
And now we just find out this is
look at the big speaker.
even
cover right
on the
there.
dashboard here.
That's wood.
Yeah, it's wood.
It's like, this is real wood. This is no joke.
Yeah, this is really awesome.
Crazy, right? You have Rivian actually like, spelled out in there.
Yeah.
It's like laser cut
Yeah.
inside of that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And is there like ambient lighting underneath it?
I don't know, but it has like
It glows.
Yeah, it has a nice.
So it has to.
The trim isn't very like. It actually looks radiant almost.
Yeah, no, it's an ambient lighting.
Yeah.
So listen, so we got two screens, right? A lot of the manufacturers kind of going away from this screen, like for the EVs, and they only leave the screen in the middle. I actually like this. I actually like that, like the basic information. So it looks like you have the navigation, which gear you're in, what's your range. Which, by the way, this one says 333, but we're not fully charged. This one should be like at about 420-mile range,
max.
which is
That's a lot.
and that's a two motor, right? The two motor, we said the 585 horsepower.
Right.
This thing goes 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Now, if you upgrade it to the performance one, you're gonna get like 3.9 seconds.
Yeah.
You get to that 850 tri-model one, you get like
sub 3.
Yeah, under 3 seconds.
It doesn't even. Wow.
So if you want to get like a performance pickup truck, that's great. So what else is about it? I like the steering wheel, the feel of it. You have a little bit wood inserts. You have the scroll ones. That one scroll of, obviously right now I push this in, so it controls the volume of your media. Right? This one controls, what's going on the cruise control,
right?
The adaptive cruise control, all that
right,
stuff.
Exactly.
Behind it, this is like more like the old Mercedes gear shifter. So you pull it up. That's reverse.
Actually,
pull it
down.
I
like that.
That's drive. Push it. That's park.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. And this big screen, I actually like it. And I was asking the rep here, and if there's a home screen, there's no home screen. Whatever you leave it at, that's going to stay like this when you enter the vehicle for next time. So if you leave it in the navigation system, that's going to be the navigation system. And here, you put up the navigation system. Check this out. It's going to show you the network of chargers here. Okay,
and they're available,
and the available, right? So like this one says 10 out of 12 chargers is available,
and it tells us, look, it's a Tesla, it's incompatible.
Yeah, so you probably needed an adapter for that.
Yeah, I get it.
Right, but like this one is one of 2 chargers, right? Charge point Everstone.
All right,
one of 2 chargers available, 6.6 kilowatt max. I don't know if that's a lot. That's probably not a lot.
No,
because like you get this.
That's 150 kilowatt.
Yeah, so that's a big difference.
And then he also told us that based upon the amount of lightning bolts that are on there, it tells us what type of charging level is level 1, 2, or 3.
Perfect.
So we want a fast charger. We want to go for 3.
And then, so let's say, example, okay, recent destination, Davis, West Virginia, let's hit that. Right. So it, like with Tesla, I know that it shows like, hey, you only can get to this point. Look at that. So we suggest that you're going to recharge at the certain point. Okay. 21 minutes, 24 minutes.
That's awesome.
Minutes. So you can plan your trip accordingly.
That's really, really awesome, man.
That's really helpful.
That's actually, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm learning this right now. Like, that's always been a question of mine, is like, how do
I'm
you
showing off because I saw it on the other.
No, I get it. But how do you like route? Like, people always tell you the horror stories about trying to drive across country and you got to make this grand plan, but it's just looks like
you kind of do, but
yeah, I know, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah,
takes
most of it's done just.
So, anyways, listen, let's get to this.
Yes,
heated seats, right? So you have heated and ventilated seats, heated steering.
Okay,
that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So you have the windshield defogger, you have the rear window defroster, you have your music. What it doesn't have, Mike? It doesn't have what?
What?
It doesn't have AM.
It doesn't have AM.
All right.
What are we gonna do?
All right. But it has Spotify, Apple Music, Audible, Bluetooth, Sirius XM, Tidal, TuneIn. I don't even know half of this stuff. It's got a lot.
Spotify I use all the time.
And look, if you want to adjust your sound,
I love that.
Sound,
I love that.
You can just scroll through it.
Yeah, and look, it's got the full.
This is for you.
Full EQ, man. So I mean, you can hit the bass.
The equalizer here. You got the 3D surround sound.
A little bit. Who dropped that 2K down? That's got to be there. I want some highs.
I don't know what kind of music you're listening to. Anyways, let's go back because we'll go to the next stop here. This is pretty important too, right? Because remember I was talking to about people driving 60 miles an hour, up the hill,
right? Because
using all the horsepower.
Yes.
Well, you can do that only in the sport mode. They're going to give you access to all the horsepower.
Okay.
But if you drop it to like snow, all-terrain, soft sand mode, it's going to limit the horsepower accordingly. So that's actually really, really good news.
Right.
Because, no people are going to drive like crazy.
Right.
Now, we can adjust the height. Okay. This is at the highest setting right now.
Which we said was like 14 inches or so, plus or minus.
Yeah, right feel. Right now it's moderate. I guess sporty or comfort could be the other two. Regen, standard. That's, of course, is the regenerative battery recharge, right? So it puts the power back into.
And you can adjust it. He was saying, it might make it feel more firm, but it'll actually regenerate at a higher level.
Correct.
Right?
Then we have the stability control on. All right. So this is the diagram of the car. This is where the batteries are.
Gotcha.
Okay. And here's what's important. I asked them because remember last year with all the Teslas got stuck in the chargers.
Yeah. Well, in Texas where I live, there was a bunch of them that the chargers froze up and the cars wouldn't charge.
So they have they came up with this, which on the 2025.
On the 25, right?
Yeah, which is this one right here.
Right.
So they have the ability that battery is actually being heated by the plate that's pushed in between the two battery packs.
Yeah,
right?
so it's
there's
connected
one
to
on
the
top
heat
and
pump
the
or
one-
something like that, right?
It's got a heat pump.
Yeah.
That keeps the batteries at the level where they're
That's smart.
usable at all
That's smart.
times, right? So it's going to make it easier. It's going to kind of, you don't have to worry about that aspect of it. And then you have compass, elevation, you have trip A, trip B, tires. Well, that's a high PSI on those tires. Anyways,
Yeah.
here's
Well,
the battery.
you saw those meats back there.
Oh,
They're
I
big.
know. So you have the motor temperature and the battery temperature. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess if it drops below the certain threshold, it's going to start the heat pump.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And here's the camera. Love the camera.
Yeah.
You have different views. Okay. And the quality is really, really good. And it takes up the entire screen. Something that I've been complaining at many vehicles when I was reviewing them that, hey, it doesn't, take up the entire screen. This one does. Look, you got the bad camera. It's got the bad, well, that's the backup. This is the bad camera. See what's going on.
I like that.
Good quality, tons of features. We're not going to go through all of them. So
Right.
don't worry about it.
And because there's so many.
Display, lighting, accent lighting. Oh, how many colors we
Look
have?
at that.
We have a few.
That's
right?
fun.
Look, it changes over there. So,
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Oh,
Twilight
wait.
Trail.
Didn't you just hear like a little sound? It sounded like a little bird was when you hit it.
Listen, maybe there is a little bird in here.
That kind of puts you in the mood.
I
man.
don't know what. Oh, you know what? I know. I'm getting hot. This is my heated seats. Come on, let's put the ventilator thing in. All right. Anyway, so we're gonna leave this here.
This is great.
I like
love
this. The rear view camera, the whole interior is great. Up on
Really
top,
is.
Frameless mirror, right? So you don't have, too much stuff in here.
Right.
And and we have
And
this
even like, look how you just turned the lights on. It's just a soft touch.
soft touch.
Look at that.
And we also have the
panel?
glass panel.
Yeah.
This is like, dim too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, on the Volkswagen, like the ID Buzz.
Yeah.
When you press this, like in a higher trim level,
Yeah.
it actually turns like opaque.
Oh,
like, you
yeah.
can't see it.
Yeah. They have those on like airplanes, right? Like the mirror, the windows, like actually tint.
Yeah, I don't know if this does it, but
But
this
it
does
looks
too.
like- it
We're
looks
gonna
like
listen. It does it, so we're gonna check that out while
Okay.
driving.
Okay.
So listen, guys, this is the interior of it. I think it's cool.
I think it's
Let me know
fantastic.
what you think about it? I'm really, really impressed so far with this truck.
Absolutely.
We're gonna take it for a test drive.
We need to.
All
We
right,
need to.
let's
Let's go. I actually like that it's lighted there. I didn't even realize that right now.
It's illuminated handle.
Yeah.
No, I like that too. It's a little bit different than like you see on the Tesla or on the other models. I think I'd rather prefer this than the handles that just kind of pop up.
Yeah.
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 But this is a different truck, right? This is not a pickup truck, although it is the same up to here.
Right.
But we have the back end here. Check this out, right? Look at this. Isn't that cool?
It is.
And the color of it. Look at this. It's got some sparkle in it as well.
Yeah. It's a nice,
So
nice pearl.
everything basically up to here
Right.
is the same.
Yeah.
Let's check out the interior.
Yeah. Are you going to try to jump in the back?
I'm gonna try. I'm not
Everyone,
sure.
everyone wants to see the 6-foot guy get in the back seat of this thing.
That's always the comical part about it,
Dude,
know?
listen, for real.
It's like if I can fold myself, I'm like,
I know I've said this before, but like we said it, but this is really, really, this is quality.
I know. And I like this color a lot better than the other one, kind of lighter,
Yeah.
with a lot of light getting in here. I think this is much better. Plus, look at this. And it's got the controls,
Right.
the rear climate control.
Yeah.
And it's so unique. It's so different. You mentioned the floor mats.
Look at this.
What was that?
That's the Sasquatch, man. That's the Rivian Sasquatch. No, it's probably not, but look at that, man.
It is like a Bigfoot.
Why am I like, I can't stop. I want to keep doing it.
All right, don't do it. You're going to put some fingerprints on this really shiny area, but you got 2 USB ports. You got your rear climate controls. You got your hooks for something. This is pretty cool.
That's what I was looking at. Oh, look, it's even
Yeah,
got
look
a,
at this.
it's got, look, you got charging here.
No way.
Yeah, check that out, man.
Oh, wow.
Like for real, this is real
It-
discovery.
it
Like I didn't
has
even see that before.
It's a different wood
Yeah.
than we've seen on the other one. This
Right.
is like the more natural wood than the black
I'm
one.
just actually surprised,
And-
like for real, that a manufacturer is putting real wood inside of a
Look-
car. This is
Look how
really
we
cool.
can get this seat. So if I wanted
How
to
did you do
actually-
that? How did you do that?
Oh, don't worry about it. I did it. It's a secret handshake. You do it underneath here.
Oh, okay.
No.
So that
That's
one brings it
actually-
back there, and then okay, I got you. Yeah.
No, if I wanted to get in the back seat,
Right.
I just push this button right
Oh,
here.
but you got a button right there.
Look at this. I push the button.
Okay.
And it gets out of the way.
Okay.
And now,
Which,
all
by
right,
the way, it's actually a one-handed gesture. You don't even have to.
Listen,
All right, 6 foot.
listen.
The 6 foot man.
6 foot.
He's so proud to be 6 foot. I'm 5'10" and a half.
Well, 6 foot in the mornings.
I get it.
The afternoons, they
You shrink.
very little bit, you know?
All right.
But, so, okay. So
Well,
now,
first and foremost, let me make an observation. Recessed floorboard, right? Dropped height. We saw that in the domestic Suburbans, Yukons back in the day. Remember, they were kind of like the first to kind of come out with that, where it sat up. What do they call it? Stadium seating or something like that.
it is, yes, but it's not quite as good as it was before.
Okay.
Now, so I can fit, right? It's not a very comfortable position
Okay.
that I'm in right now. And if I close this and move it back,
All right.
how much room is there?
I'm gonna get up there. Let me get in that side
How much room is there? I don't see it. I can barely see.
because I think
no
this
way.
this will be good for your audience. What do you want me to do?
No, sit and see if you can make yourself comfortable. Move it back a little
All right.
bit.
Let me get in first.
Yeah.
All right. How do you feel there?
Now,
All right. I've got good leg room. Like I said, I'm just under 5'11", so I'm gonna put this back just a little
so
bit.
see if you can recline.
I like a little bit more reclined.
Okay, so let's see.
Where are you at
Let's
on your
move this
legs?
way.
Okay.
All right. This is where I'm at. Okay.
And then this seat is probably far back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I'm touching my knees to the back of the seat.
Okay.
How are you doing?
I'm going to be honest with you. It's comfortable, and I'll tell you why. There's nothing really obstructing my shins, so there's nothing in the way, and so I can I'm going to do a little man spread, but I mean, yeah, I'm actually fine in this position.
Not bad. You know, and I thought this was going to be a kid only. I think I can fit in here.
Yeah.
For shorter drives,
Yeah.
sure. I can be fairly comfortable, not for the longer drives. Let's see what's going on in the back.
Yeah. But before I let you out, the seats are comfortable, man.
Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Now get out.
Madame?
Oh, listen. Here's another thing. We didn't see that. This one has 2 sunroofs or
What is
2
it?
glass roofs. Look, there's another glass roof that's up in the back. Okay. There's one that's in the front, the big one, and there's another glass roof that's in the back.
Let me say something too as well as you're saying that, because this is really nice. This is a nice headline. There's like suede. It's like a really, really, really soft. This is nice,
But
man.
it cannot be suede.
No, it's not suede.
If no animals were harmed,
That's exactly right.
in the building,
All right.
it
So
has
it's,
to be a synthetic Alcantara or
and
whatever they call it.
I appreciate that.
Yes.
Thank you for that correction.
Yes,
But it feels as luxurious as suede.
I'm gonna.
Is that fair to say?
Yes, I'm gonna put these back up for a reason.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. We're gonna go in the back first.
All right. There you go. Okay. All right, let's check out the back here.
So, I like the way it looks. And if you look on the side here, this is straight down, which probably going to maximize the space as far as getting, the maximum amount of cargo in this vehicle. Some of them are sloped and, it's kind of limits the space, especially up on top. So we have the rear third brake light, the same kind of glowing light across it.
Before you open that, and I want to say something, Matt, because it's interesting you just said that.
Yeah.
Because now I realize it doesn't even have like a real bulky bumper like you see like on a lot of SUVs.
I think that here's my just me thinking about it, because it's an off-road vehicle. So you want to try to reduce the overhang.
Yeah.
So you're not going to rip it off.
Makes sense.
As you are going up, on off-road. And power lift gate,
Okay.
top. We've seen that on BMWs. We've seen that on some of the other
I like
vehicles
this.
too. I like that too, because it's a load bearing too. You can sit on it.
Yeah. Let me get on there, man. After that meal, 180. Oh, this is nice.
You're 180?
Yeah, I weigh 180. 250, 260.
Listen, no worries, but let's just say over 400 pounds between the two.
Okay,
of
fair
us.
enough.
It's still holding
Yeah,
up.
and you got plenty of height here. Like you said, you're 6 foot, I'm 5'10" and a half.
Get your lights.
Look, I was doing this earlier. Look at this.
What is this?
Soft touch.
Oh no, you can turn them off?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, well,
See
let's
that?
see. Let's see. This is cool, but let's show what's going on inside. So first of all, we have quite a bit of room behind the third row seat.
Yes.
I don't know exactly the figure on it, but this is long. This is probably about 20 inches that you can fit in here. And check this out. No spare tire though. So if you wanted to,
Hello.
you can put like a compact spare tire inside of here, but nothing like big.
If you have kids, they're probably going to use this for other things like
Don't give them ideas.
Legos and
No,
you
if you
name-
have kids, they're going to use
they're
it
gonna
as a hiding
they're gonna
space.
put water in it and make it into a little hot tub.
Mine would fit in there. Anyway, so we have the same thing like on the other one. So you have an air compressor,
Okay.
right, on this side. Then you have the 1500 watts max outlet, the regular cigarette light style outlet, and those two buttons. What
And
do you do?
so
Check
this
this out.
So this is for what?
This is for the middle row seats. Check it out. Push it.
Oh, there you go.
Go it. Do it
Nice,
again.
brother.
Yeah.
Nice. And then these just fold down what with these little handles?
I think that they're just
So
made.
that one just, and I'll tell you what, that's actually an easier process. You know, some of them you have to pull the tug, you have to tug and then push. That was actually really easy.
Close enough where you can reach them.
Now, Matt, look at this is actually a lot of space here, man.
So if you want to do overlanding inside your vehicle, you can put a mattress in here probably. And
You could put a mattress in here. You can like, I'm thinking about like the guy that's going to run up to like the hardware store, like, you know,
listen,
Home Depot, Lowe's, whatever.
I have kicked you out of the house. You got
Brother,
a place to stay.
and-
you know, you got
and you're
you got your
living
air
and-
compressor.
You got you got everything you need. You got a well there to put your cooler in if you wanted to put a cooler inside
I
of
gotta
it.
tell you though, I want to take it for a spin.
Now
We're gonna drive the truck.
We have to drive it.
Let's drive the truck.
Let's go.
Okay, let's go. And here they are, guys. These are the Rivians here, and we're gonna be driving this one right here. But I want to show you the different colors. So we have the white, gray, green. And if you see how much lower this vehicle is than the previous one and the one next to it. And this is because of that adjustable air suspension. Well, let's get going. And check this out, guys. This is the key for that Rivian. And you just tap it on the door handle. You can use your phone. And there's nothing else to do. You just get in. And of course, I gotta do a little bit harder. There you go. Push the brake pedal, and the car wakes up. There's a lot of stuff that's going on. Once that is on, we are in the main menu, basically, whatever we set it up for. And I like this truck. That's the graphics of it. I don't think we showed it. Anyways, we're gonna take it for a quick spin. Really easy. You know, pull it up to go in reverse. I like this. Nice and vivid screen, and we can see what's coming. I got my mirrors adjusted and everything. Heated seats. All right. Let's go. There's a car coming. You can a little bit get used to it, you know?
Mm.
There's another car coming.
That's a really nice camera.
Yeah. See, this is the stuff that well, this guy could go in faster. This is the stuff to get used to, you know, like it's a little bit different. It's a lot different actually than in the regular gasoline vehicle. They kind of, with the gasoline vehicle, like you put it in neutral and almost like roll back. And now that we go forward, it is easy. And we are in a low regen right now. So this is mostly reminding me of the regular vehicle, non-electric. I like the visibility right here. I like how the windshield is big, decent sized mirrors. Of course, the windows are super dirty, but we can get away with this. So let's see. What am I doing? How do I get this? Oh, look at this. You explore some new things in here. This is like on Tesla, so you can see everything that's going on the side. And I put the blinker to the right or the left. I have my blind spots. This is my favorite feature, like on that Hyundai. Now, what's that noise?
So the humming noise that you hear right now is just the heating that we're using, the climate control. You'll notice that once we turn that off, it'll go completely silent.
Okay. I was like, there's no engine in here, so that could not be.
Yeah, and you really won't hear the motors unless we're going a little bit faster, like probably on the highway. It's a slight hiss, but you barely notice it.
Yeah, that regen, you know, it's what really makes the vehicle different, the electric vehicle different from the regular gasoline one, because even though it's set on low, it still slows you down and will probably go to complete stop if you let go of the accelerator, but it's not as bad, but I want to keep it in low. Yeah, we're gonna go down the expressway to see how this thing handles. And you know, this is a very uneven terrain, and you can feel that this vehicle is built to go on such. I like the way it feels. It's heavy. It weighs 7,000 pounds or so. So, but it drives really nicely. It's a precise steering. It's got nice weight to it. I just want to see how it is like merging in traffic. Wow. It's amazing. You can do that easily, and it almost feels like the cars right next to you are standing still. And we can go into the autonomous drive mode, right? Hold twice on it. And it's supposed to follow the lane. Is that correct?
Yep, it'll auto steer and stop and slow down if it needs to. You can do lane changes on command just by using your signal, and it will check for an open spot to shift lanes into.
Nice. Look, man, no hands.
This is the first autonomous vehicle that I've ever been in. Like,
It's pretty cool.
I love it.
You know,
And it's,
catch up on your emails, you know, look at the news,
now he said that
do some video
every
calls.
30 seconds or so, it's going to beep at you just to make sure you're not sleeping, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Keep your hands on the wheel. That give me a warning. Okay, so I got the wheel.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, there you go. And we're good for a little bit more. Just so you pay attention. And I think that's very smart,
It
you know,
is.
so people don't drive like idiots and,
Fall
you know,
asleep
yeah,
on
exactly.
purpose.
Exactly.
Right now, it does only work on like highways and interstates, though. Eventually, we'll see how we develop the software further. All the hardware the car needs for full self-driving capabilities is already there.
So I got to say something because I've driven the Cadillac with the, you know, the Super Cruise with the autonomous mode too. This seems that maybe this is the highway that it's mapped out a little bit better, but this one seems more correct as far as the turning and staying in the middle, in the center of the lane.
Gotcha.
The GM software was a little bit all over the place. I didn't quite like that. I'm gonna push it, do it again, because, you know, natural habits, right? I grabbed onto the steering wheel and I hit the brake when the car got in front of me. I should have probably left it in and see how the vehicle is going to react
Yeah,
to
no
it.
worries.
But I actually like this.
It would have slowed down for that car that got in front of us. And the reason why it does this so good is because even though this car has 11 different cameras, it's also using ultrasonic sensors and radar sensors.
Yeah, and they can. It's showing me there's a
right
there's a
next to
truck right next to me, which is good.
Mhm.
It sees it. And how we get the speed up?
So you're going to use the left and right buttons on the right side of the steering wheel. There you go.
Okay, so now I'm speeding up a little bit. But of course, if there's a car in front of me, it's gonna keep me within
Yeah,
the distance of
exactly.
the. So that's the adaptive cruise control, of course. Yes, but overall, a very good feel. I'm gonna take over. So that's all you do is just grab onto the steering wheel. It's gonna turn off that autonomous mode. But overall, it's a good feel to this vehicle. It really is. Doesn't feel much different than the internal combustion engine. And for those of you who've been following the channel, you know how I feel about electric vehicles. So this might change my mind, actually. We'll see. See? It did it by itself. Wasn't me. Yeah, I was steering a little bit, but the braking, it was all Rivian. Very impressed with this electric vehicle. The range, the power, the speed, the price. I mean, it's got it all. The quality of finish. I think Rivian's got a winner right here. And then they're coming up with a few new models. So tell us about the new models that are coming out. We have the R1T and R1S right now. And
Yeah.
we've seen the R2 and R3.
So the R1S and R1T are the two flagship vehicles that Rivian started with. And now we're expanding to the smaller consumer market with the $45,000 R1 or R2. It's a mid-sized 5-seater SUV. So that's coming out next year in 2026. And the year after that in 2027, we have an even smaller compact variant. It's going to kind of be like a crossover SUV.
And then the R3, I'm actually going to put this somewhere in this video, you know, just a little picture of it because, you know, it's completely different than what we're used to. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful. I hope you learned one or two things about this brand new 2025 Rivian. And if you did, show me some love, hit that like, subscribe button. I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.